Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. I'll share our videos commanded by our experts, so let's begin.
If you like, please like, share and subscribe. So let's begin our today's topic. Let's begin.
Over the next 2 years, 32 million laboratory-bred mosquitoes are prepped for deployment into wild American ecosystems. This automated health initiative, known as Project Debug, is spearheaded by Verily, Google's health tech sibling company. Before a single insect takes flight, the operation must clear a specific regulatory barrier. An experimental use permit application is currently under formal evaluation by the United States Environmental Protection Agency. If approved, Verily will deploy these treated mosquitoes over a highly concentrated 2-year window. The proposed geographic testing grounds encompass various municipalities across California and Florida. This federal permit marks a strict pivot for Silicon Valley technology companies, moving from digital software development to ecological-scale biological engineering. The specific biological target of this intervention is a mosquito species known as Culex quinquefasciatus. This particular insect represents a severe public health threat, as a primary carrier for the West Nile virus and St. Louis encephalitis. For decades, the historical method for suppressing these disease vectors has relied heavily on broad-spectrum chemical pesticides. The flaw in this legacy approach is its lack of biological targeting. Fogging an area with toxins kills the mosquito, but it also causes severe environmental collateral damage to beneficial insects. Project Debug's core thesis replaces this toxic chemical deployment with a highly targeted, fully automated biological control mechanism. Public health infrastructure must transition away from poisoning entire ecosystems and instead hack the reproductive cycle of the vector itself. The biological payload utilized by Verily is a naturally occurring bacterium called Wolbachia. This diagram illustrates a male mosquito cell. Prior to release, laboratory-bred males are intentionally infected with this specific Wolbachia bacterium. These infected males are released to mate with wild-type females. When these biological profiles combine, it triggers a biochemical disruption known as cytoplasmic incompatibility. The immediate reproductive consequence is absolute. The resulting mosquito eggs are rendered completely unviable and do not hatch. When this wasted mating cycle is repeated across the environment, the local pest population rapidly collapses over successive generations. This biological mechanism is already validated by hard data. Previous Wolbachia trials conducted in locations like Fresno, California, successfully decimated the target populations. Cytoplasmic incompatibility weaponizes the target species' natural mating drive, creating a highly localized, chemical-free population dead end. Releasing tens of millions of mosquitoes into populated American cities carries an inherent public relations and safety risk. The safety profile of this project hinges on a foundational biological rule. Only female mosquitoes bite humans because they require harvested blood for egg production. Because of this, the EPA proposal carries a strict zero-tolerance operational constraint. The initiative must release exclusively male mosquitoes. Releasing even a small percentage of females would actively increase local mosquito bites and amplify the exact disease transmission risks Verily is trying to solve. This exposes a massive industrial bottleneck. Accurately hand-sorting 32 million tiny insects to guarantee zero female contamination is physically impossible for human technicians. Without a flawless, infinitely scalable sorting mechanism, the entire Wolbachia suppression initiative is too dangerous to deploy. Verily's technological solution to this bottleneck is an integrated system of artificial intelligence and automated hardware. The pipeline begins with an automated mass breeding phase, pushing thousands of mosquito larvae rapidly through industrial incubation systems. Once they mature, every individual adult insect must be scanned at speeds that easily outpace human visual processing capabilities. This visualization shows the raw data of the sorting pipeline. As the insects enter, they pass rapidly across high-speed robotic computer vision sensors. The AI utilizes machine learning algorithms to instantly classify male versus female based on microscopic morphological differences. The software classification must then execute precision timing to sync with the hardware's physical response. Based on the AI's instant commands, a mechanical gating system fires, physically redirecting and isolating the safe males away from the dangerous females. Traditional human laboratory sorting is highly restrictive. This automated robotic pipeline easily handles immense volumetrics with near-perfect accuracy. Robotic computer vision takes a slow, artisanal laboratory procedure and scales it into a safe, industrial-scale vector manufacturing pipeline. The timeline for deployment now depends entirely on the ongoing regulatory evaluation process by the United States Environmental Protection Agency. The exact municipalities for release within Florida and California remain unfinalized, pending this comprehensive environmental review. Regulators have opened an active public comment period ending on June 5, 2026, allowing citizens and scientists to formally voice their opinions. The EPA must evaluate both the biological safety of the Wolbachia payload and the strict reliability of the robotic sorting mechanism. Federal regulatory frameworks are adapting to evaluate code and robotics as essential components of public health. Project Debug successfully unites microscopic cellular biology with industrial-scale machine learning architecture. It creates a concrete pathway to eliminate dangerous disease carriers from local ecosystems without generating any toxic chemical fallout. The future of global vector suppression relies just as heavily on high-speed data architecture as it does on traditional epidemiology. Imagine a humid mangrove coastline intersecting directly with urban infrastructure. Across environments exactly like this in California and Florida, a massive intervention is being proposed. The plan is to release up to 32 million laboratory-altered mosquitoes over the next 2 years. The initiative comes from Verily, Google's health tech sibling company. It operates under a long-running effort known as Project Debug, which is designed to suppress disease-carrying insect populations without relying on broad-spectrum chemical pesticides. This proposal signals a shift in public health strategy. We are watching the field move from brute force chemical ecology to targeted, automated bioengineering. The specific biological target for this new trial is the Culex quinquefasciatus mosquito. This insect is a primary vector for severe human diseases, most notably West Nile virus and St. Louis encephalitis. Earlier high-profile trials in places like Fresno focused on a completely different species, Aedes aegypti. The objective here is to neutralize the Culex transmission vector in human-dense areas while leaving the rest of the local ecosystem completely intact. Achieving that level of precision requires a suppression tool as specific as the mosquito itself. The solution researchers developed relies on a microscopic, bacterially driven mechanism. The core biological agent is Wolbachia, a naturally occurring bacterium. In the lab, researchers deliberately infect laboratory-bred male mosquitoes with it. This diagram shows what happens when these infected males are released and mate with wild, uninfected females. It triggers a cellular mismatch called cytoplasmic incompatibility. Because of this mismatch, the resulting eggs do not hatch. It causes complete reproductive failure. As this microbiological failure compounds over successive generations, the localized pest population rapidly collapses. Cytoplasmic incompatibility weaponizes the insect's own reproductive drive, turning it into a highly precise, self-deploying biological pesticide. But there is a strict physiological constraint in mosquito vector control. Only female mosquitoes bite humans to harvest blood for egg production. If you release female mosquitoes, even sterile ones, you immediately escalate the biting nuisance and the risk of disease transmission for the public. Because of this, Verily's biological payload requires a strict 100% male-only release protocol. Historically, this has been an insurmountable bottleneck. Manual, human-driven sex sorting in laboratories is incredibly slow and far too error-prone to yield 32 million pure males. The Wolbachia mechanism requires a macro-scale engineering solution to guarantee zero female deployments before it can function at a population level. To bypass human limitations, Verily integrates artificial intelligence and robotic computer vision. As this illustration shows, raw mosquito pupae are processed through automated fluidic pipelines and passed under high-speed camera lenses. The software algorithm instantly analyzes subtle morphological differences to distinguish the males from the females. Pneumatic and mechanical systems then isolate the females into a reject containment area while routing the males directly to the release pipeline. This automated hardware operates at a volume vastly exceeding human capability, achieving massive scale with minimal error rates. Integrating computer vision into the sorting process transforms this microbiological phenomenon into a deployable public health utility. A technology of this scale requires strict federal oversight, which falls to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Verily's application is currently categorized as an experimental use permit and is undergoing formal environmental evaluation. Pending the results of this rigorous federal review, the exact municipal release locations within Florida and California have not yet been finalized. Verily's technological ingenuity is now subordinate to rigorous environmental impact assessments and necessary civic approval. As part of this evaluation, the EPA has opened a formal public comment period for the permit. The critical deadline for scientific and civic intervention is June 5, 2026. The first step to engage is locating the official Verily docket on the EPA registry at regulations.gov. Second, formulate evidence-based input by scrutinizing Verily's AI sorting data and localized ecological impacts. Finally, officially submit your feedback before the window closes. The ultimate success, modification, or rejection of this AI-driven biological initiative relies entirely on the rigorous participation of the scientific community in the coming months.